Okay, so in like a year or something, we're probably gonna run out of heroin. Bad news for Alex's dad.
So that means you have no reason to say it's stupid.
My dad says it's stupid, and he's an engineer.
Your dad hates gay people.
He loves gay people. He loves you. Anyway, back to the news. The Ukrainian embassy in Italy responded to the appearance of the billboards. We are deeply concerned. Kind of predictable, maybe. Americans pull out of Afghanistan. Poppy production almost disappears from Afghanistan's Helmand province. So Helmand previously full of Western soldiers.
Yep.
And for some reason, right under their noses, everyone was growing heroin. Weird. I don't know why. What's going on? And then they leave, and then the heroin disappears.
Maybe
you know what's happening?
Maybe it's just the climate change or something.
Yeah, true. Climate change is happening.
Maybe the American, like all the equipment they had, a lot of fuel. You know, maybe it poisoned the soil. Or maybe there was a lot of American vehicles there to transport.
They got it all out early.
Maybe. They used it all.
There's been a 99% fall. I love when they call it fall, not like they have gotten rid of it, you know? It's like fall sounds like it's coincidental. It's like a work of the market. There has been a 99% fall in poppy production in Afghanistan's Helmand province, according to new satellite analysis by geospatial company Aleksa. The region previously grew more than half of the country's opium.
How hard is opium to synthesize into like morphine and other things? Is it like, because cocaine's fairly easy? You haven't done it.
No, I think cocaine's harder than opium. Opium is like you just fucking milk that poppy,
and then you get like a black, that tarry brown.
I think that's opium, and then you can continue to.
Not hard. Google it. Not that hard. So I know MDMA is really hard. Guys, a lot of work.
You got to kill children.
You got to kill children.
Yeah, and harvest their adrenaline.
Adrenochrome.
No, it's MDMA.
Is that MDMA?
That's what I've been taking.
Is that why MDMA is so cool?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Although Afghanistan supplies the majority of the world's illegal heroin, the fall in this year's production is unlikely to have a significant effect on international supplies, given there is so much opium still in the country and along trafficked routes. Okay, so in like a year or something, we're probably gonna run out of heroin. So bad news for Alex's dad.
So that means start stocking up now. Start stocking up.
Yeah, dude, the price. If you're the one still holding heroin, and that shit doesn't go off. If you got the powder, buy as much heroin as you can now. And then the junkies, they don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. You cut it. Oh, you're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Buy low, sell high. Exactly.
This is the time. This is that's why it's in Financial Times.
I want to buy.
Why do you think Financial Times is reporting on this?
Is there a heroin cryptocurrency that's like, like Tether? It's tethered to the price of heroin. That's what I want to buy right now. If that exists, buy that.
I think a large part of it has been held back for spring crops, like cotton, which would bring diversification to help cope with the opium ban. There's so many reasons to ban opium. It's so funny that they're like, oh, maybe they're trying to diversify their economy, for the season. It's like, no, they don't want people fucking doing heroin in the country. Like, what are you crazy? No other country lets you grow heroin. So surely they're going to stop it too. But some will be left to fallow due to a lack of confidence in making decent returns from it. Man, I'm
excited for Elon Musk to be like,
interesting. No, he won't draw attention to this because he's an American military contractor. So this is bad for the American military. Lack of confidence making decent returns. It's so funny having finance people write articles about politics. Like, oh, bad returns on heroin. It's like, yeah, it's illegal. Like, what are you talking about?
It's probably more like useful things to grow as well for the people that are actually in that area struggling.
Exactly.
Like food.
It's crazy. Okay, well, now these are different articles now. Weird.
Well, is that good news or bad news? Bad for junkies. Good for Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Maybe good for Afghanistan. They're probably not making as much money.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're... I don't know, if you're working like picking fucking poppies at a heroin farm, you're probably not like running the criminal syndicate.
No, exactly.
You're probably making the same as like someone picking cotton
or less. It was 1/3 of their GDP. That is bad news. Then I'm sorry, Afghanistan.
Yeah, Taliban, man, they're fucking everything up.
Yeah,
first women's rights, now junkies' rights. Come on.
Were they ever making much money off the poppy sales? They're probably all underpaid for it. You're probably right.
Yeah, and also it was like a fucking money laundering scheme. Like the American military came in there and production boomed.
Yeah,
because it's a convenient way to like pay off warlords and to have people do shit for you because like you have control of this illegal market. It's just like, it's great. America takes it everywhere with them, or every kind of like drug.
You know what annoys me, Aleksa? There's 5 billion people in the world. Everyone get off their couch and go to Afghanistan and grow
some
heroin and save
the industry.
Save the industry.
Yeah.
And you're all sheep. You know?
Taliban is evil.
And they're here. You're all sheep.
Imagine destroying perfectly good crops.
Isn't there 8 billion? I was quoting the guy from before. There's 5.
Oh no, people aren't watching. You can't make references on Twitch.
Can't make references to an hour ago.
Yeah, people just tune in. They're like, "Have you talked about the Trump
assassination?"
It's
a reference chat. Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about Ukraine. Very important for today's news. Calls for Australian reinforcements as it launches bid to take over the world. What do you reckon they're talking about?
They're calling for the Parramatta Eels to come join them?
Well, Parramatta Eels, surprisingly, is the same colour as Ukraine's team. No, it's just a weird article. I think Rob Harris is not doing too well.
Send the NRL
He's doing Rugby League World Cup news, and he's trying to like clickbait us. Ukraine calls for Australian reinforcements as it launches bid to take on the world. No, Australia isn't helping Ukraine take over the world. I think like 2.
Wait, is that
Ukrainian?
Do they play for the Para Eels?
No. They're wearing Ukraine colours.
But Para Eels is blue and yellow as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Several Australian footballers of Australian heritage will for the first time team up with Ukraine-based players, including serving soldiers for the nation's team at next month's European qualifiers for the 2026 Rugby League World Cup. I found this a bit confusing. The first Ukrainian league club, Legion 13, very smart, was formed by students in 2007 and played in the Russian Championship before a 4-team Ukrainian championship was founded in 2009. The next year, that number increased to 6 clubs. So the Ukrainian teams used to play in the Russian Championship back in 2007. And now they're separate countries and separate rugby league codes. Rugby league teams. Before Moscow's invasion, there were 10 clubs, 29 teams, and 500 players, including seniors and juniors playing rugby league across the country. They're talking about Ukraine now?
So this is clickbait. They're not...
Oh, yeah, they're playing in the Russian Championship. But now, now Ukrainian Australians, including Jonah Negoranoa, which is a very Ukrainian. He's probably half.
Yeah. That's why Russia invaded. Putin wanted to unify the rugby league teams.
Yeah. You heard his fucking crazy like nationalistic speech where he's like, Ukraine and Russia, we go way back. We used to be in the same code. We used to do the dummy half exactly the same way. And what else do they do in rugby?
When we got in the scrum.
Yeah. We used to be scrum.
We used
Ukrainian
to be scrum.
assholes against Russian assholes.
We used to be scrum buddies.
Yeah. And now what? Now we got 2 different leagues. I won't stand for that.
Yeah.
Zelensky, bring the leagues back together. NATO, get out of the league.
We want to scrub together.
40 players. Wow. 40 Ukrainians.
This is a really boring article.
Yeah, it's insane. But I've clicked on it because it says Ukraine was going to take over the world.
What does that
say? Australians love Ukraine. We've got such great ties. We're on the same rugby team, and so we're on the same geopolitical team. But there are countries out there that don't love Ukraine as much as we do, and that country is Italy. This is crazy.
Pro-Russian billboards across Italy call for an end to military aid to Ukraine, which doesn't sound like that bad. But then the slogan is Russia is not our enemy.
Yeah.
With the handshake colours.
Across Italy, billboards have emerged with the slogan Russia is not our enemy, which appear in Russian also include messages like stop funding weapons for Ukraine and Israel. We want peace. We reject war. I mean, this is like...
That's fun.
This is Republican propaganda points as well. So like, it's not that crazy.
Wait, is that Romulus and Remus?
Yeah, they're sucking the wolf.
What does that mean?
That's Rome. Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus.
Yeah, I know, but what...
That's a symbol for their city.
Oh, they just have that on every billboard?
I think they have it in... no, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's... I don't know.
It's just a symbol of Rome. Oh, okay.
I think that's so embarrassing to have support from like fucking bestiality freaks. They're just like, we
awesome.
proud people who do fellatio on wolves. We stand with Russia. It's like, I don't know if you want that.
You wouldn't suck wolf titties.
Nah.
If you were a boy, you were 5, you were hungry or thirsty in a forest.
Miss me with that gay shit. I don't want that.
You're insane.
No, I would.
Of course you would. What are you talking about? And so would all of chat.
I would do it right now. Oh my God, I had a dog licking my face last night. It was beautiful. That's semi-related.
That's semi-related.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember she was licking my face and she like climbed up, started licking the top of my head.
Don't sexualize breastfeeding. I'm not sexualizing breastfeeding.
Dude, it's a wolf.
It's a wolf.
Don't turn this into a fucking...
You turned it into a sexual thing. I said nothing sexual about it. I just said wolf titties. Way to describe it.
You don't sexualize as sucking a wolf's breast milk. You crazy.
You crazy people.
It's
funny that this is news, though. And several cities were funded by associations created to protest COVID-19.
Do you reckon the one in Pisa, the billboard was this way? Yeah, you like it?
That's really good. All that, everything slanted there.
The slanted city of Pisa. The streams are still like 180p, but they're all. Wait.
You make us really skinny. Can you like shrink us, or do we get? No.
How do we?
He's trying to Pisa us. He's trying to leaning tower of Pisa us. Oh no! Bring it down. Bring it down. It's on the top of the blue line. Follow the blue line. My brother hold shift.
I did. I was holding shift. Nothing happened. Oh, that's cool.
You like us streamers now?
Welcome to the stream. We're like Putin. That's great.
I love this. Oh,
stream.
Show me.
I can't.
Hello, everybody. Alex here. Welcome back to the stream.
Wow, this has been so much fun.
That's great. Okay, we're back to normal people now.
Let's go tall. We're streaming along style.
And shrink us a little bit. It's great. This is where you come to for the news, everybody.
Okay.
We're Beavis and Butthead. Wait, turn to your side. Turn to the side.
Anyway, back to the news. The Ukrainian embassy in Italy responded to the appearance of the billboards. We are deeply concerned about the audacity of Russian propaganda in the Eternal City.
Yeah.
Is it Rodin is the Eternal City?
Do you know what the oldest city in the world is?
What?
The oldest country in the world is, Aleksa.
What is it?
Can you guess?
Oh, the oldest country. Let me guess.
Have a guess.
Oh, Armenia?
It's Iran.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I can't undo it.
He can't undo it. We're stuck by this.
What if I don't get the right... aha.
Hello, everybody.
Everything looks wrong now.
We're back. I've forgotten the way I look.
Yeah, I don't like how I look.
Strange.
Were we always this tiny? My head hurts from being squished and stretched all day. Anyway, Italy loves Russia. Okay, we got it. We got a bit more time. Oh, this is more Ukraine news.
What's cryptid? Thank you for the 5 gifted
and what's cryptid? Is that gifted for what's cryptid? Wait, we can't click. Oh, we'll ask you anyway. What's cryptid? Is that gifted for really thin and long boy or really short and wide boy?
Yeah, which one?
Which one did you give the subs to? So we got to know what the more popular one is. Actually, yeah, let's make a poll.
We're doing a poll.
Okay, I don't know if you know like what's happened to Germany since the Ukraine war.
I know that they got a lot of their gas from Russia.
From Russia through the pipelines that
and they can no longer
exploded.
Do that.
That Russia exploded themselves.
Yep.
Now they can't get it. But they've had a really funny flip around. They've got like the weirdest Green Party in the world.
Sorry, people are saying you can pay to vote twice.
Wait, what? Are you paying us or are you paying some fucking...
This is what democracy is.
Okay, let's see. Maybe it was rigged. Has it been a minute? Oh, Wide Boy. Wide Boy won by enough of a margin. Well, I don't know where that went.
All those wide boys with the money were voting just then.
Yeah. They got wide pockets as well.
Yeah, damn.
Wide Boy won 58%. Holy shit. That's huge. That's a parliamentary majority, I think. So they've done crazy stuff in that they've pretty much scrapped their nuclear reactors.
Yeah, wow.
And they're moving to gas, to natural gas.
They've gone backwards.
Which is funny because they had natural gas coming from Russia and they're meant to be building things to become less reliant on Russia.
Yeah.
But they've gotten rid of their nuclear reactors. Now they're like, oh shit, we need to make up for this sudden loss of electricity on the grid. So we're going to go for natural gas. But since they exploded the gas from Russia, they're getting liquefied natural gas from America, which is much more expensive.
And also hard to ship. I've never understood how a boat holds that much gas. Doesn't even make sense.
Oh, it's just they're shipping it all the way from America.
You carry a bubble of gas.
No, they liquefied it.
They liquefy it. It's still liquefied gas. It's crazy.
You carry a bubble. Well, it's in the ocean, so it's
you float a bubble.
The ship floats itself.
It hurts my brain whenever I heard about it.
Spend $16 billion to build 4 major natural gas plants. That's so crazy to meet electricity demand in a major overhaul of the country's energy grids. They're just doing more fossil fuels.
Sick.
In a statement Monday, officials said the new strategy came in addition to the consistent expansion of renewable energies. That's nice.
Yep.
And was key to ensuring steady power supplies, even in times where there is little sun and wind. I mean, you could have kept the nuclear until this happened. Like, why? Get rid of nuclear for fossil fuels.
I think diversity is good as long as you're diversifying as well and moving into, you know, a renewable energy.
Well, I think you just keep these gas stations and like
Keep them
spend
there.
money to like
Maintain
keep them
them.
running.
Yeah.
And then just like in a crisis, you switch them on. And what there's that, is it called loading? What's the no? There's obviously it's inefficient to turn it on.
Yes.
You know, that wastes a lot of energy. But like you just use it for like a crisis.
Yeah, that's what you do. You have it. It's like a backup generator. If something happens with everything, you know, then you got.
Environmental groups remain skeptical, however, with Greenpeace announcing the strategy as a perfect example of how the hype around hydrogen is just a smokescreen for more fossil gas. Hydrogen is crazy, I think.
Why?
I don't think it works.
Why?
Because how do you to actually get hydrogen to put into it, you've got to take it out. You got to separate the hydrogen from the fucking
The water.
from the O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of water.
You've got a
Then
lot
when
of water,
you burn
but
hydrogen, it makes more water.
yeah, but the process is like it
Yeah, but
takes
that's
energy.
that's the perfect thing for. Imagine you have like renewable energy with an electrolysis station
Yeah,
right
but
there.
what do you need
Salt
to
water.
what do you need to burn it?
You need. What do you mean?
What do you use to burn it?
To burn hydrogen?
Yeah.
Just a flame, a spark.
Yeah, where do you get the flame from?
A spark? Where do you get a spark from? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
like a
asking?
continuous spark to burn
Anywhere?
up the hydrogen.
I mean,
I was thinking it's
The burn-
energy
the-
input into
no. The energy required to burn hydrogen is not the problem. You could do that with anything. You can do that with a magnifying glass.
Oh, that's pretty
That's
cool.
not.
Well, there you go. You've invented renewable energy.
That's not the problem. Is the energy required to split the hydrogen from the oxygen?
That's what I'm saying. That's
That's
what I said
not-
first.
no, you
That's
didn't
what I
say
said
that.
first. I said you got to remove it from the
Oh
O.
yeah. But you could just you can do electrolysis with renewable energy. It's obviously hard.
Yeah,
Requires
but where
a
does
lot
that
of
one? Is
energy.
the chicken or the egg?
It's not chicken or the egg. You could use waves. Waves pushing against a big thing, turning a turbine, and then
And
the
the turbine
turbine,
separates the hydrogen.
and then that produces electricity, and it's next to the water. So the
Oh,
water,
that's cool.
you know, that's my dream.
And then you get the hydrogen out of that, and then,
And then
what?
you get the
Everyone eats it,
hydrogen.
and they don't need electricity anymore.
Yeah, exactly. No one eats it. Then you put it in your cars. Do whatever you want.
Alexis, stay in your
War-
lane. I think it's stupid. I
You
think
have no reason to say it's stupid.
my dad says it's stupid, and he's an engineer.
Your dad fucking hates gay people.
He loves gay people. He loves you.
You always get me back quickly, don't you?
Hey, look, my dad's a man. He likes sucking dick as much as the next man. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Don't single him out. They only shut down its final 3 nuclear reactors last April, despite warnings that would cause more fossil fuel to be burned. I mean, I hope that somehow at the end of this they get a transition just to renewables. That would be very nice.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with nuclear.
I think it's crazy to be getting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about it, but it sounds cool to me.
I like it that Australia, I mean, besides the fact that it's all indigenous land.
Yeah.
that
Besides the
Australia-
fact that it's not our
that it's
uranium.
not our land, but we have a lot of uranium, and you just have so much and just so energy dense. It makes sense to use the
But
most
also-
energy dense thing that's not actually that dangerous compared to coal and other stuff.
Yeah, but also we've got like so much like desert. We've got so much space to do renewables as well. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and
I
sometimes it gets real windy. It's windy right now. I
It is,
hate it.
it is really capture some of that energy. Also, what's the bloody sun doing up there
Yeah,
for free?
crazy.
Someone grab it. Someone take
Imagine
it.
if it comes back with a bill though,
Oh, the
because no
sun.
one's ever tried to use it. You know,
Oh.
we've only been doing solar like for what, a couple of decades.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine it comes back and be like, oh guys,
You owe me this much money.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise
gonna
I'm
suck.
taking your planet.
giving us skin cancer. Exactly.
We should, yep. So many things we could do.
Everyone's sitting on their couch. No, I had nothing. I was trying to do a reference, but it didn't work.
All right.
Okay, Jeremy Corbyn's back. This is beautiful. He's doing a new party. So before, in the seat of Islington North, he was a Labour member, famously, and they kept trying to get rid of him and every other Corbyn supporter from the party, and they did it fairly successfully.
Mm.
Apart from the fact that when they tried to kick him out and make sure he couldn't contest the election, obviously he's very popular in general, but especially in Islington North, where he's the member. So he's like, okay, whatever, I'll pull out and run as an independent. Obviously, thrash the Labour Party. And now he's like, well, I'm an independent, so I might as well have my own party. So hopefully, he can pull in all the kind of Corbynists and all the kind of big swell of like grassroots Labour members from back in the day, and actually have like a sizable party. It's like
Yeah, that's
the
awesome.
only alternative in like such a fucked
I
country.
really liked him.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Everything he said was correct. It's weird to have a politician that's like completely good.
Yeah.
As address a meeting for a new left
Him or
wing-
Bernie Sanders?
him.
Yes.
Who's Bernie Sanders? Bernie Sanders won't even fucking do anti-Israel stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's insane. Key figures in the group said they hoped the party would act as an incubator for future leaders who could replace Corbyn as a figurehead of the left and aim to contest seats at the next general election. At the private meeting on Sunday, what's the name of the party? Mayor of Tower Hamlets. I love English names.
It's called The Collective. It's a cool name.
Oh, really?
Apparently. That's what people in chat are saying.
It's called The Collective? Are they fucking artists from Berlin? What is this?
Collective. Corbyn.
We've seen the rise of far right, and already people are feeling politically homeless because they were so desperate for change, but support for Labour is dropping so quickly. We need a real movement that can fill that gap. I mean, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I just hope people go into it. Skepticism about the launch of a new party comes in part because of the very limited success of other similar left-wing parties, including Left Unity, which was launched by Loach in 2013. You know Ken Loach?
I think
Seen any of his movies?
Yes.
Did I watch it? I watched it with Lucas, the Sorry We Missed You. And now the most important news. I'll let Alex run us through this one.
Yep.
Okay.
This is very important and close to my heart and affects me. Centralised Code of Conduct Inquiry Task Force final report. The release of information from the Australian Police Sex Commissioner. Section 728 disclosure. Final report of the Code of Conduct Inquiry Task. I, Dr. Gordon D. Brower, Australian Public Service Commissioner under Section 72A of Public Service Act 1999, have made a decision to disclose protected information to the public by publishing the report of the Code of Conduct Inquiry Task Force.
You don't have to keep reading it. Unless you really like to. Can you guess at all from... This is the government document that came out. Now, I don't know if there's any gauge of like what this is.
Is this about Albanese saying that people under the age of 16 into 16 individuals?
No.
So 16 individuals is a clue.
No, it's not a clue. It has nothing to do with what it's about. None of this it's really stupid.
Is it fish news?
No.
Oh, give me a clue.
Can you guess at all from... This is the... Can you guess at all from... This is the... Can you guess at all from... This is the... Can you guess at all from... This is the... Can you guess at all from... This is the... But the lame thing is this inquiry came out and found that 6 debt notices were issued to 660 vulnerable people with complex needs who died soon after. 663 people. Like I would say the government killed them. Like, but you know,
yeah. And that's the fucked thing. It's like people that are at the very bottom who are on Centrelink, it's like even if you don't say they didn't write in their suicide note, oh, I killed myself because of this. It's like, no, obviously more stress in your life.
Yeah. When you're already not coping.
It's horrible. But dealing with Centrelink is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's already hard enough.
And it's so demeaning. Like job seeker is the worst. It's horrible.
Well, it's like you live in a system that is dysfunctional, right? You don't have there are more unemployed people than there are jobs available, but for some reason, like to get this kind of welfare in a system that doesn't work, you're meant to be applying for like a certain amount of jobs a week. jobs that, don't exist. Or like
Yeah.
if they do, they're, you're moving out to Townsville somewhere to...
Yeah. Well, it's like my mum. It's like she's looking after 5 fucking annoying kids. And they're like, no, you have to get a job anywhere. And then she's like, well, how am I going to look after my kids?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it doesn't matter.
And now
You have to be a cleaner 2 hours away. It's like,
and for all
great.
you know, your kids could grow up to be contributing to society.
A valuable
Streaming.
valuable YouTuber.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, anyway, this is just bullshit. It's like it's a thing that's come out where they've found that like 16 people were not like following the public service thing when they introduced Robodebt. It's not about these 16 people.
No.
It's just a whole political project of austerity. It's just
the idea of it existing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like Robodebt's this crazy new thing. They're constantly trying to defund these things.
Yeah.
Right? And people are going to die as a result. And that's the bargain that they're making. They'd rather save the money. They'd rather give it to fossil fuel companies and all their rich friends than to people who are literally going to die.
Probably was 666 people, but they changed the number to not look like human sacrifice ritual to capital.
Yeah, that's exactly what
was
it is.
the number? 667? That's crazy.
Oh, man. If we could have saved just one life. But yeah, so they've said 16 public servants are to blame, which is so piss weak. It's the same thing as as recently we did it in the last stream where a couple of soldiers unnamed have been stripped of their medals because of the war crimes. It's just like, we don't know what the fuck's happening. We don't know their names. We can't know any of this is happening.
Yeah.
But also, it's not these random soldiers. It's the fucking generals and the politicians that invaded Afghanistan and said you can do whatever you want. Kill as many kids you want.
You have to eat your news before you get your pudding.
Exactly.
He's like, can we play games now?